In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. This eternal Word, who existed before time began, entered our world in the most humble of ways, as a child, born in a stable, wrapped in swaddling clothes, and laid in a manger. His name is Jesus, and through him, the fullness of God was pleased to dwell. He is not merely a prophet, a teacher, or a wise man, he is God made flesh, the visible image of the invisible God. In him, divinity and humanity kissed, and the impossible became reality. This is the mystery of our faith, the foundation of our hope, and the source of our eternal joy, that Jesus is God. He walked among us, not in splendor or political power, but in gentleness and humility. He did not come to be served but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many. He touched the untouchable, healed the broken, raised the dead, and forgave sins, something only God can do. When Thomas saw the risen Christ and touched his wounds, he fell to his knees and declared, "My Lord and my God." Jesus did not correct him. He received the worship due only to God. Throughout his ministry, Jesus spoke as one having authority. Before Abraham was, "I am," he said, taking on the divine name revealed to Moses in the burning bush. The religious leaders understood the weight of his words and picked up stones to kill him because they knew he was claiming equality with God. And yet, Jesus humbled himself. He emptied himself, taking the form of a servant, being born in the likeness of men. He was tempted in every way, yet he did not sin. He wept at the tomb of Lazarus, showing us that God is not distant or cold, but a God who grieves with us. He rejoiced, he got tired, he ate, he bled, and he died. He experienced the fullness of human existence so that he could redeem it. On the cross, the Creator of the universe hung between two criminals, bearing the weight of the world's sin. In that moment, all of heaven watched as justice and mercy met. He who knew no sin became sin for us, so that in him we might become the righteousness of God. It was not nails that held him to the cross, it was love. Love that transcends understanding, love that bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love that never fails. And then, on the third day, the grave could not hold him. Death lost its sting, and the stone was rolled away. The risen Christ walked again among his disciples, showing them his wounds, eating with them, speaking peace over them. He ascended into heaven and sat down at the right hand of the Father, where he reigns forevermore. He did not cease to be man, nor did he cease to be God. He is the Lamb who was slain and the Lion of the tribe of Judah. He is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Jesus is not an idea or a philosophy. He is a person, living and active, and his Spirit dwells within all who call upon his name. He is not a distant deity who created the world and abandoned it. He is Emmanuel, God with us. Through the Holy Spirit, he guides, convicts, comforts, and empowers us. His presence brings peace in the storm, strength in weakness, and hope in despair. He does not promise a life without suffering, but he promises to walk with us through the valley of the shadow of death. He prepares a table for us in the presence of our enemies. He anoints our head with oil. Our cup overflows. The world may try to reduce Jesus to a moral teacher, a revolutionary, or a myth. But the truth remains. Jesus is God. And because he is God, his words carry eternal weight. When he says, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest," it is not just comfort, it is a divine invitation. When he says, "I am the way, the truth, and the life," he is not offering one of many paths. He is declaring that in him alone is the fullness of life, the clarity of truth, and the way to the Father. When he says, "I will never leave you nor forsake you," it is not a wish, it is a promise rooted in his unchanging nature. And so, we live in response to who he is. Not out of fear, but out of love. Not to earn salvation, but because we have been saved by grace through faith. Our lives become a reflection of his light in a dark world. We love because he first loved us. We forgive because we have been forgiven. We serve because he washed our feet. We proclaim the good news because it is the power of God for salvation to everyone who believes. Jesus, the God-man, came to rescue, restore, and redeem. He came to destroy the works of the devil, to set captives free, to bind up the brokenhearted, and to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor. His kingdom is not of this world, but it is breaking into this world through the hearts of those who follow him. It is a kingdom where the last are first, the meek inherit the earth, and the poor in spirit are blessed. It is a kingdom of righteousness, peace, and joy in the Holy Spirit. And one day, that kingdom will come in fullness. The sky will split, and the King of Kings will return, not as a suffering servant, but as a victorious warrior. Every eye will see him, even those who pierced him. Every knee will bow, in heaven and on earth and under the earth, and every tongue will confess that Jesus Christ is Lord, to the glory of God the Father. Until that day, we walk by faith, not by sight. We fix our eyes on Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith. He endured the cross for the joy set before him, the joy of reconciling us to himself. He calls us his friends, his brothers and sisters, his bride. He is preparing a place for us, and he will come again to take us home. There, in his presence, there will be no more death, no more sorrow, no more pain. He will wipe every tear from our eyes. We will see him face to face, and we will be like him, for we shall see him as he is. In this world, we may be misunderstood, mocked, or even persecuted for believing that Jesus is God. But we count it all joy, knowing that the suffering of this present time is not worth comparing with the glory that is to be revealed. We press on, not in our own strength, but in his. For his grace is sufficient, and his power is made perfect in weakness. We boast in our weakness so that the power of Christ may rest upon us. We carry our cross, not because it is easy, but because he is worthy. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain, to receive power and wealth and wisdom and strength and honor and glory and praise. The world is passing away with all its desires, but whoever does the will of God abides forever. And what is his will? That we believe in the one he has sent. That we love him with all our heart, soul, mind, and strength. That we love our neighbor as ourselves. That we abide in him, as branches in the true vine. That we bear fruit, fruit that will last. Apart from him, we can do nothing. But with him, all things are possible. For he is not only God above us, but God with us, and God in us. Let us then live lives worthy of the calling we have received. Let us walk in the light as he is in the light. Let us be salt and light, ambassadors of Christ, ministers of reconciliation. Let us forgive 70 times 7, turn the other cheek, go the extra mile. Let us feed the hungry, clothe the naked, visit the prisoner, welcome the stranger. For in doing so, we serve Christ himself. He is in the least of these. He is in the broken, the bruised, the overlooked, and the outcast. He is not far off. He is near. Jesus is God. He always has been. He always will be. And his love never ends.